And then we went through hell. I mean, I remember personally I was in school, and one time I was in a matatu going to a college in Kikuyu, and a traffic police officer comes. He looks at the matatu and the physical features of Somali. You know, you need to have curly hair, you need to have a straight nose and all that stuff. Told me, "Wewe kijana uko nyuma, lete kipande." And I told him, "I'm not giving you my ID card. My ID card is here, but I'll not start with the driver. Why are you picking on me?" Nasema hii gari haiendi. And then all the passengers started, "Wewe peana hiyo kipande, siwezi kupeana." And so I was dragged out of the car. I had to sit down there. He picked up a radio, walkie-talkie. I was taken to Mashauri and they raised hell.
Which year was this?
This is 80. I was actually doing my thing in the Institute of Adult Studies. And then I think Charles Njonjo was even my MP at Kikuyu. So you can imagine what we went through. I'm now almost 70. You can imagine. Now, suddenly, Ruto comes out of the blue and he says, "My friend, it's nothing like that." He signs off what you call the vetting stuff. It all depends on how you are. How do you ever forget that president? I mean, I have been very stubborn. I'm an activist. I have been quarreling for my rights. But you see, that is the best thing that has happened here. And not only that, we have a road, 700-kilometer road, that is going to connect us all the way to Mandera. All our roads have been Maram roads, you know that. And then there's the Lapset. We have the Lamu port here. You can imagine, within a relatively short period of 3 years. So, the president occupies a special place in our hearts, whether people like it or not. And we didn't even vote for him, you know. The people who we voted for Azimio. Majority of people from Northeastern Province voted for Azimio. But here comes the president and says, no, all Kenyans are equal. Some are not more equal than others. I'm sure you have read The Animal Farm by George Orwell. So here we are, the president occupies a special place in our hearts. Nationality is the most important thing. You can't just sit. We are picked at night and they used to take us to Kasarani. Kept there for 2 days. Kipande or no Kipande. Just because you have these physical features of being a Somali. And here we are. And you know, we've been part and parcel of this country. You can imagine what happened in 1982. We see even more whom we saved this country for. General Mahmoud, my uncle, did save this country. And he started 82 Air Force from scratch. Later on, they said 82 Air Force is illegal because it's not in the Constitution, and we have to revert back to Kenya Airways. But you know, that old man did everything on his own. And even, you know, we're actually suffering as a result of the original sin. This original sin, Hamza, you are very young, you don't know. This is in 1958-57. The colonial government of Her Majesty carried out what you call a referendum, asking whether they want us to join Somalia or here. And 87% of these people from this area wanted to succeed and join Somalia. I was very young by then. And so, actually, the guy in charge of who was conducting the referendum was a Ghanaian, was sent by the Commonwealth. And so it's 7% of the people. And against us, so they decided, okay, Kenya's independence here, but there are 13% who say none. Not an inch of this country is going to join Somalia. The president, peace and the blessing, and you know, may Allah have mercy on him. Mzee Yusuf Haji was our president. He said not an inch of this country is going to Somalia. The entire South said no. The paramount chief, Umar Shouria, was gunned down by bandits because he decided to join Kenya. Mzee Kenyatta rewarded a few of them and gave us a few administrative posts. That is the Mzee who was our president and who put his foot down. And then General Mahmoud was here who saved this country. All those people did not remove the vetting from us. So becoming a Kenyan was a problem for us. And here comes Ruto out of the blue. And he says, hey, come on, we are all Kenyans.
I mean, it's less than 3 years.
Absolutely. 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 Move around. You are like any other Kenyan, my friend. You only need to show your birth certificates. And you know, nationality is inherited. You inherit it from either your father or your mother. You only need to do that. But before that, even after coming with all those documents, your nursery school papers, everything, you are told you have to appear before a panel. And you know, it depends on the mood of the district registrar or the county, or it used to call district, then county registrar. You look at your face, Havana, wazee mnajua eh? How can the wazees know everybody?
If you had a bad day, that's it.
That was it, yes. So we are extremely proud. We are seeing light at the end of the tunnel, and we have really persevered for this country. We love this country. And you know, we are patriots. Give a Somali any job, and it's going to do it excellent. We haven't had any attacks since the DG went there. But people don't like us because we are very aggressive. We are hardworking. We are our brothers' keepers, and we can make money out of nowhere. So we are creating our own enemies inside. The president has his own fair share of what you call But even Mrima voted for him. They know he's a good man. I don't know how he suddenly turned to be a bad man in 3 years. For us, Ruto occupies a special place in our heart.